Hello, I'm John Deeks and welcome to Super Rugby by the numbers for round 14. First up, the Hurricanes take on the Highlanders in a match that sees two fairly even-balanced teams slugging it out. The Highlanders won 3 of their last 5 encounters, but both teams have scored an average of exactly 28 points against each other. The Hurricanes go in as favourite, and their record of 10 wins from 16 starts places them at 8th spot in the Super Rugby. The Highlanders go in as the underdog, and their record of 9 wins from 24 starts as underdog puts them at 6th spot in the Super Rugby. The Hurricanes have won 11 of their last 20 matches when coming off a win, and that puts them in 6th spot in the Super Rugby. The Reds are set to go up against the Rebels, and the Reds have won all 4 of the last 4 matchups, with an average score of 25 points and only 14 scored on average against them. The Rebels' record as underdog is 10 wins from 37 starts, putting them in 8th spot in the Super Rugby. The Reds go in as favourite, and they've won 16 times of their last 24 starts as favourite, ranking them in 7th spot in Super Rugby. Both sides are coming off a loss, but the Rebels' record of just 9 wins from 29 such starts puts them at a lowly 14th spot in the Super Rugby competition. The Stormers face off against the Force, the Stormers having won their last encounter with the Force 17 points to 3. The Force will go into this match as the underdog, and of their last 31 times they've done that, they've won 11, ranking them at 7th spot in Super Rugby. The Stormers have a very strong record of 22 wins from 29 matches when they go in as favourite, and they're ranked 3rd in the Super Rugby for that statistic. The Force are coming off a win, but they've only been able to follow that up with another win in 5 of the last 12 matches, just 11th best in the Super Rugby. And finally this week, we look at the clash between the Cheetahs and the Brumbies. The Brumbies won both of their last 2 encounters with an average score of 20 against the Cheetahs' average score of 18. The Cheetahs have won only 8 from their last 31 matches when going in as underdog, putting them in 12th spot in the Super Rugby. The Brumbies' win rate of 20 from 27 starts when going in as favourite is enough to put them in 5th spot in the Super Rugby. The Cheetahs are coming off a loss, and that has only resulted in a win the next week 10 times following their last 25 losses, 10th spot in the Super Rugby. And I hope your team does well this round, and whatever you've got planned this weekend, make sure you do it responsibly. I'm John Deeks for Super Rugby by the numbers.